Good morning, guys. It is beautiful out here this morning. I'm gonna go check my garden. It is Thursday, June 19th. And hold on a second, I need to lock my gate so my dog doesn't get out. It is beautiful. It's going to be close to 90 degrees today and bright sunshine. It rained all day yesterday. So I wanted to come out here and look at everything and see how things are doing. Check my tomatoes and my red raspberries, my squash, my zucchini, my cucumbers. So from quick looks, everything looks really, really good. I have these tomatoes here. These just got put in the ground not too long ago. It was kind of an afterthought. I have so many tomatoes left over from our sale, and I just didn't want to trash them, so I had John build me a little bed so I could plant more tomatoes and peppers. So let's look at my red raspberries. They're pretty full. I'm gonna have to, oh, I'm not even showing them to you. I'm gonna have to pick those today. And I have a tomato here. The, oh, I forgot what it was called. Hold on. I think it's crimson something. I have grass for weed barrier, so I have to move some stuff. Oh, Cherokee purple, duh. Okay, now my hands are dirty. Cherokee purple. Ugh. My corn's looking decent. I just have a small spot for corn. 3 rows of the Silver Queen, and then 1 row of ornamental, just for decoration this fall. And my tomatoes, they're looking pretty good, getting full. The sun is lovely. Strawberries, got some of my pepper plants. I should have my tripod instead, so I really know what I'm looking at. And then my squash and zucchini. I'm gonna try something new with my squash and zucchini this year, so I don't get the squash borers. They have been really bad here the past couple years. And I saw a thing on YouTube where you stake them up and you trim the lower leaves as it goes, as the taller it gets, so those leaves aren't sitting on the ground inviting all those pests. So I'm gonna try that this year. I need to wait for them to get a little bigger before I start trimming. And I don't know why I've never thought of that before, because I do it with my tomatoes every year. I trim those bottom leaves for airflow and so they don't get blight and bugs. So it makes sense. So I'm gonna try it, see how it works, because I really love zucchini. So, and I got my little basil plant right there when I make my sauce, my spaghetti sauce. So yeah, the garden's looking good. The plants are looking good. They love rainwater way more than they love well water. So I have a few things I want to get done today. I have a little list. Of course, the regular: make the bed, do the dishes, sweep, vacuum. I want to clean the basement. We were saving some boxes, so I want to get rid of those. We don't need them anymore. So, but I'll probably be back on here. Maybe. I don't know. I tell myself, well, the past week I've been telling myself, you just need to post more. Just post whatever you're doing. And I have a dilemma with that because I feel like nobody cares. Nobody just wants to see me doing the everyday kind of things. So, and then I go in the house and we're in for the evening and we're watching YouTube and people are just doing their everyday things and we're willingly watching it and enjoying it. And then I'm like, I need to just do it. I just need to video. I need to post just me doing everyday things, little snippets here and there. John said last weekend, did you post a new video this week? And I said, no, we really didn't do anything. He's like, we did stuff. You just didn't video it, which is 100% true because I felt like it was the same old stuff, you know, going to the plant stores, going to a nursery, doing yard work, doing stuff around the house. But I feel like people don't care, but I care when other people do it. So it's crazy. I just have an inner battle with it. So I think I'm going to start doing more of that. Just little snippets here and there, or, you know, just whatever we're doing, just post it, video it and then post it. And you guys can get a look into our life. And if people don't want to watch it, I mean, they're not going to watch it. They won't be interested, so they won't watch it. But some people might, and it'll be something great to look back on and see changes in what we did, and just kind of, sometimes we watch our own videos and we laugh because just some stuff we say or stuff we do, we think it's funny. So, but that's my plan, is I'm gonna start just recording little stuff, just daily little stuff that we do, and make videos and post more little bit videos and little bits here and there. So I intend to do that anyway. All right, guys, I am gonna go inside. I'm gonna get started on my chores so I can get outside and get in the pool and enjoy this almost 90-degree day, relaxing and getting a suntan. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll video more at some point, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a great day. Hi guys, it's time to pick the raspberries. I have my bowl. I hope it's overflowing so it looks like way more than it is, but here we go. And you know when raspberries are ripe enough to pick is when they easily pull off. If you have to give a little force, they're not quite ripe. I have to get as many as I can picked because our oldest will come over and demolish this plant. Not that I don't want to share with him, but I also want some to process, to make things with. They have done so well this year. Last year I got a pretty decent crop too, but this year it's blowing my mind how many I have. And excuse my state of dress. I'm still in my pajamas. But that's how it is around here. I don't really know exactly what kind of raspberries these are, what name they are, because when I planted them, I was just excited to have red raspberries. I didn't pay attention to anything else about it. And they're kind of like, when you pick them, they're kind of like zucchini. You think you got them all, and then you go back a day or two later, and then you have a zucchini this big because you missed it. That's the same with these. Or cucumber, that works that way with cucumbers too. I see the birds are starting to get them as well. There's a whole bunch on the inside that I'm scared to get because they're pokey. Maybe they'll be better to get from the other side. Those ones just are not ripe enough. I'm going to have a lot more ready tomorrow. It seems like two. Make sure you can see me on this side so I'm not just talking to myself. It'll be great if I have to go in and get another bowl. Still not too hot out yet. And I read somewhere, or I heard it from somewhere, that if you want to go pick your fruit or your produce, to do it in the early morning hours because that's when they're the sweetest or the most flavorful. So I try and do that when I can. I'm not working this week, so I'll be able to do that. They're on vacation at the office. For those of you who don't know, I work for a chiropractor, and their family is home for a week and their grandkids. So they took that time off, which means I get time off. And I'm all about that. I got a sunflower in the way, but it's a volunteer sunflower. And anything volunteer, I can't pull. I don't know if any of you are like that, but if it worked its way and fought its way all winter long to want to grow, I'm letting it, even if it's in a bad spot. Oh, there's a lot right here. These are the ones on the inside that I couldn't get from the other side. Oh, I smell them. They smell so good. I know I already tried these, but it seems like they want to come now. Just got poked again. Oh, here's some. Okay, I'm gonna duck down and see if there's anything I'm missing. All right, I see some over on the side where the corn is, so I'm gonna have to gingerly get over there so I don't hurt my corn. I got most of my chores done in the house. I just need to do the basement still. I've decided what we're gonna have for dinner. I'm thinking cavatini, homemade cavatini, and garlic bread. This one I pulled and it wasn't ready, so it broke. Ugh, I dropped one. Can't be wasteful. I feel like I'm picking cotton on oh, that movie with Sally Field, Places in the Heart, where she's got to make her house payment because her husband got killed and she's picking cotton. Okay, I'm gonna look around one more time, make sure I didn't miss anything. I see one way in there. Okay. I got a full bowl. Here's the one that wasn't quite ready. All right. So I also think I want to plant some, I'm going to set these down real quick. I want to plant some zinnias today. I love zinnias. They're a nightmare, but and I'm thinking like I don't have enough going on right here with the corn and the volunteer sunflower and the tomato. But I'm thinking throwing some in there. And then, why do I keep touching that? That's so stupid. Once I get my squash and zucchini going straight up and tied up, they won't be overlapping this bed here. So I'm thinking planting some zinnias there as well. I don't have any other area for them, and I love them. So I could plant them on the way back where we just cleared, like right there. But then it'd be a nightmare. John would have to like gingerly mow, and I'm not doing that. That's nuts. So, okay. I think I'm going to go get my zinnia seeds. Well, I'm going to look through them and see which ones I want to plant. And then I'm going to go in, wash these raspberries up. Okay. Now we're in here. I'm going to wash these off really good. And then I'll add them to the existing bag of raspberries that I have in the freezer. A lot of people flash freeze them, like put them on a tray on parchment paper and freeze them and then bag them. Maybe I should do that, but I don't feel like I have enough right now to do that. Ah! I lost one. Okay. Let me get them out of the freezer. These are the ones, my first picking that I froze. And I'm just going to kind of break them up a little. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave these ones alone. I'm going to get another bag and freeze these flat, kind of like flash freezing. And then once they're frozen, I'll break them up and then add them to this existing one. I gotta let my dog in. Okay. All right, there's a little bit of water left, so I'm gonna just close it up a little bit and then come back over here and get that rest of that water out. And then I'll open it back up, lay it as flat as I can to get them all to freeze evenly. And then squeeze a little bit, close it up, leave a little air, or leave a little opening so I can get the air out. A lot of people use a straw and suck the air out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Get as much of the air out as I can, and then flatten it more. Okay. They're flat. I'm gonna put them in the freezer. If I can find room. Okay. All right. Put this in the sink. Okay, guys. They're all in the freezer, and I got more from my haul. So, all right, guys. See ya. Bye.